Hey everyone, and welcome to this explainer. Today, we're setting up a highly structured visual deconstruction of an absolutely stunning space, the Rodon Luxury Villas in Skopelos. We're going to examine the sheer architectural magic that makes this property so incredibly extraordinary. I am super thrilled to guide you through this visual journey where we'll unpack exactly how brilliant design interacts with, honestly, one of the most beautiful landscapes on Earth. Okay, let's dive right into this. What makes a luxury villa truly unforgettable? Is it just massive square footage? Is it insanely expensive furniture? Or is it something a bit more profound than that? In this explainer, we're going to explore the idea that true luxury isn't just about what's physically built, but how that build intersects with nature. It's all about creating a space where human design doesn't shout over the landscape, but actually listens to it. I mean, let's be real here. When you've got a natural canvas like this, it dictates absolutely everything. Just take a second to observe this vast, shimmering expanse of the Aegean Sea. You can almost feel the coastal breeze just taking in the way the sunlight dances across the water, creating that brilliant, almost blinding silver blue reflection. This breathtaking environment isn't just a nice view for the villas. It is the fundamental blueprint. Every single architectural choice we're about to look at was made in direct response to this exact seascape. Section 1. Framing the Aegean scene. Right, so here we see what architects like to call the vantage point technique. Notice the elevated position of the property. By lifting the villa up on this hillside and utilizing these incredibly wide, open, sprawling terraces, the design completely eliminates any visual barriers. The sleek edge of the pool, those low stone walls, they're all designed to seamlessly pull those distant islands and that endless stretch of blue right into the living space. You aren't just observing the ocean, you feel like you're literally suspended right over it. And you see this framing technique brilliantly applied to the living areas too. Look at how those rugged, heavy stone pillars on the left naturally frame the setting sun over the water. By structuring the patio this way, the architect turns a simple outdoor dining table into a VIP front row seat to nature's daily performance. The archway kind of acts like a picture frame, drawing your eye exactly where it needs to go, straight out to the horizon. Let's move to Section 2, Traditional Stone Architecture. Now, before we get too deep, let's quickly define what we're actually looking at. Traditional Greek masonry basically involves using local exposed stone to create these thick, natural walls. And this isn't just for looks. Historically, this method provided incredible insulation against the hot Mediterranean sun. But visually, it provides a deeply rustic aesthetic and structural harmony with the rocky hillsides of the island. It's an amazing technique that's been passed down through generations. And wow, you can really see that heritage come alive right here at dusk. The way the exterior walls of the villa are illuminated just totally highlights the tactile texture and the rich, earthy warmth of every single stone. It gives the whole building this rugged, almost ancient feel, which creates an absolutely stunning contrast against the sleek, glassy surface of the modern pool right in the foreground. It's like the perfect marriage of the old world and the new. And this brilliantly illustrates how that exterior dictates the interior vibe. The rugged facade from the outside flows seamlessly indoors. That magnificent stone archway dominating the kitchen and living area? It isn't just some decorative afterthought. It's a direct continuation of the villa's architectural identity. The boundary between the outside and the inside is purposefully, masterfully blurred here. Which brings us to Section 3, Harmonious Interior Design. All right, step inside this living room and you can almost literally feel the sensory contrast. On the left, you've got this massive, cool, textured stone accent wall. But it doesn't feel cold or uninviting at all, does it? Because it's immediately balanced out by the smooth, warm wooden ceiling beams overhead and that plush, super comfortable modern seating right in the center. The room works so perfectly because it respects the rough natural elements while ensuring absolute comfort for whoever's actually living in it. Now, what's really fascinating about this slide is the color psychology at play. We've talked a ton about earth tones, the wood and the stone, but check out these bedroom spaces. You have these very deliberate pops of deep blue on the accent wall in the left image and the vibrant blue window frames on the right. This is such an incredibly smart interior design choice. It subtly yet constantly mirrors the Aegean Sea waiting just outside, making sure that even if your back is to the window, the presence of the ocean is still felt right there in the room. And the attention to the interior styling details here is just phenomenal. Take a look at the bed. That headboard is crafted from a piece of natural, live-edged wood, and it perfectly complements the organic, irregular shapes of the stone wall right behind it. And then, to soften up the entire space, the designer has introduced these gentle, sweeping white fabrics and drapery. It's honestly a masterclass in contrasting hard, ancient elements with soft, welcoming textures. Okay, section 4, the infinity pool experience. So, an infinity-edged pool is specifically designed to produce this wild visual effect where the water seems to extend right to the horizon, seamlessly vanishing into the landscape. It's an optical illusion for sure, but a totally brilliant one. We're going to take a quick chronological journey through a single day at the villa just to see exactly how this illusion interacts with the shifting light of the Aegean. Let's start at midday. The sun is high and the whole space is completely drenched in bright light. And the sleek, contemporary geometry of the pool's edge does exactly what it's supposed to do. The vibrant turquoise of the pool water literally seems to drop off the edge of the earth, bleeding directly into the much deeper blue of the ocean below. It creates this flawless, continuous plane of water. But then, as we slide into the golden hour, the entire atmosphere of the space changes. The harsh light softens up, and the sky begins to ignite with these beautiful oranges and soft purples. Notice how the pool kind of stops being just a body of water and transforms into this massive reflective mirror? It's capturing and basically doubling the dramatic colors of the setting sun right there on the terrace. And then, just moments later, you get this mesmerizing, absolute stillness. I mean, the water is like glass. Because there's no visible edge, the surface of the pool creates this unbroken visual bridge connecting the villa directly to the distant, twinkling lights of the Skopelos hillside town in the background. The architecture has completely erased the distance between the viewer and the landscape. It's incredible. Finally, we wrap up our little sequence at twilight. The sun is completely gone, the vast sea has turned dark and mysterious, but the pool itself is now fully illuminated from within. It creates this dramatic, glowing, rectangular contrast against the wild, dark coastline. So even at night, the design commands your attention while simultaneously framing the sleeping island all around it. So the absolutely crucial point to take away from all this is exactly what's on the screen. Every stone, arch, and pool edge is a deliberately placed vantage point built to honor the natural surroundings. We've seen how the traditional masonry, the harmonious interiors, and those totally mesmerizing infinity pools all serve one ultimate purpose. This architecture doesn't try to compete with the breathtaking landscape of Skopelos. It simply and brilliantly frames it. I want to leave you with this thought-provoking question to ponder as we wrap up today's explainer. When architecture perfectly frames nature, when the boundaries blur as beautifully as they do at the Rodon Luxury Villas, which one are you really looking at? The human design or the natural beauty? Maybe true luxury is finally realizing that you don't have to choose. Thanks so much for joining me on this visual journey, and keep exploring the fascinating design that surrounds us every day.